world that you cannot compete in unless you're high when you compete. How crazy is that? They must be getting a little less high than I do because I couldn't fight if I'm that high.
I'd walk out with touch gloves, man. Evander,
High five.
Evander, homie, you've
Just
been
hug 'em.
such an inspiration and all that. Man, I can't hit you today. I can't hit you.
Just hug them, love on them.
Let's just love
Split this can of Pringles with me. Let's call it good, bud. Like,
Man,
come on.
I tell you what, he and his pals smoke about $40,000 a month in
weed.
In weed, he and his pals. But
is this when he was camp?
Yeah, well, this is his place in the Mojave Desert, and but he also.
You're talking about now?
Yeah, he sells $500,000 of weed a month.
A month, 500,000
in weed products, and he does a lot of the concentrates and all that.
That makes me wonder. Like, okay, the people we know over at Red Dirt, they're not selling. I wouldn't think they're selling. And you saw how big a production that was.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big operation. How big of a place does he have that he's doing that? God.
Yeah,
And I know you can go and stay there, and they have a little guest experience for you.
It's just called the Tyson Ranch.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tyson Ranch.
I don't even smoke joints, but I saw online you could get like a rolling tray from Tyson Ranch for like $5. I'm like, that'd be a cool thing to have in Camp Shiner.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, well, it's the merchandise.
He's got like one pack that's got a lighter and maybe rolling papers in or something.
You can get hoodies.
That'd be cool
hats, to have. A 3-pack of Bic lighters. Tyson Ranch is $12. T-shirt. That's it. That's all that you can get. A hoodie and let's see. There's a T-shirt, hoodie, and hat.
There's a rolling tray on there.
A bag that you can carry all your Tyson products in. Little seal off bag. Yeah, there's a rolling tray, $5.
Yeah,
and a Bic lighter, 3-pack is $12.
Get that rolling tray and put a hole in it, screw it up on the wall as a picture.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
My house is eclectic enough to pull that off.
Might have to make that happen.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Holy cow! All right, yeah. Well, I'm wanting everybody to know that Outcast Media Group, we have employed another employee. She's a robot, and I don't know her name yet because we haven't got her. But we have ordered our first drone. Our first official business drone.
Yeah, I was going to say first official business one.
Yeah.
You guys are getting ready to see some stuff that we're going to take to the next with this thing.
Yep.
It's going to open up Pandora's box, and we're going to push the limits with it. And we've got a gig we're going to use it on in a next week, at the end of next week. So
right.
That one thing that you guys will be able to see when we get that project done, we will be posting that on YouTube because I already can tell you we're going to be real freaking proud of it. And show you guys what we're capable of doing with it. But drone footage and any kind of video takes it to the...
completely.
So we're pretty stoked. I mean, we're pretty excited about that. Any guys that watch our videos and what we put together, it'll take a whole new vibe now.
You know, I dig what we do. It's mostly you and how you kind of frame things in your mind differently than most everybody else, and
right.
And then when you get it in edit and post edit, it's just incredible. So much so that I like a few other people have ordered a big print of one of your photos that's going up on my wall.
Well, bud, I mean, I totally appreciate that. I mean, if you guys don't, we can talk about. I shot a photograph. I guess that was yesterday. I shot a photograph that turned into being a banger, and I was walking my dog and thinking about the current state of some of the things around our country. It popped in my head that I have a backpack that I actually tote a lot of my camera gear around in, and it's got a coyote tan American flag on the front of it. And I set that up and shot a picture of it. And as soon as I got that edited, being that you have served the country, I was like, man, I got to get this into Titty's hands. This is a great photograph.
Yeah,
I posted it on Instagram. And lo and behold, I've had a bunch of, I don't know if any of you guys are listening, but I've had people contact me wanting to buy prints of that picture, which I'm fully cool with. But the ones when we blow them up, they're really big size prints of it. It looks amazing, and I'm pretty stoked, man, to get that into your hands because of all the people that I know. You told me I'm hanging that in my house, dude. That'd be like one of the biggest honors I could ever have as a photographer. To have, thank you, to have, my best friend who served our country and made some sacrifices for us, hang that in your house. Hell yeah, dude. That's a great honor.
Well, and then I'm the guy that takes a $50 portrait or $50 picture, and I'll walk that thing down to Ziegler's, and hell, I'll put a $300 frame on it. You know, that's just not a plain picture. You know, that some bitch is on 22s with spinners.
Got spinners on it. You know, like
thumping and bumping, couple subwoofers. You know.
Yeah, dude. That was
and hydraulics.
Watch that picture beat of a song. Yeah. Boys in the Hood. Oh, yeah, that dude. It's going to be a minute before I top that one. That was just with, and maybe if you're not super patriotic like Titty and I are, you won't see the value in it. But anybody that's got some patriotism in them, it's just one of those pictures that grabs you.
Yep.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it just came out to be a banger of a.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing. You know what I find is amazing is why I'm not crying.
About?
Because it's Wednesday. We're recording this. We record this pretty much every Wednesday. Mm-hmm. It's Wednesday, and that is the first real party day at Rocklahoma, which we're not at. Tomorrow would be an even bigger party.
It's funny because I roll through my feed on Instagram, and there's a lot of people in my feed that are from the Rocklahoma family, and the amount of depression and sadness. I mean, I'm talking sincere sadness that people have right now because Rocklahoma was canceled. I mean, you see it, man. People are really, really depressed about it. And I feel for them. Like, you guys got to understand, there's a lot of people in that family of people out there at Rocklahoma that is their yearly vacation. Mm-hmm. Like, they spend all the money, they save all their money all year long. Everything's planned around that festival. And the fact that it didn't happen, there's a lot of them that are just wandering around kind of lost now.
Well, I've got a friend out there who kind of screwed himself over. You know, they canceled Rocklahoma, and he didn't really think much about it. He's like, God dang it, that sucks and all that mess. But, well, we'll get to it next year. Totally forgot to cancel his vacation time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so now he's off for Rocklahoma. That's not happening. And he's like, so now I'm sitting at home doing nothing. I have to take the vacation or I lose it because he loses it at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And, you know, he could have taken a vacation during COVID or something like that, you know?
Right.
But he didn't think about it. Now he's off at the worst possible time, thinking about Rocklahoma, thinking about partying and all his friends and blah, blah, blah. And you know, it sucks for him. And look, I get it. I totally get it.
Hell, I got a Rocklahoma t-shirt on tonight. I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they'd already started printing some Rocklahoma t-shirts and that kind of stuff.
That'd be cool.
And then because I'd bought one anyways. But nope, they hadn't started printing nothing yet.
No.
So I miss Rocklahoma, and I'm going to miss it, but I'm not letting it really completely get me down. I should be in the pit.
What do you mean you should? What do you mean you should?
Because I feel differently than a lot of my homies do. You know, it's the only thing that they get to do something every year. And I should be that way too. But I mean, you know, I'll have other opportunities to go on vacation. You know, I'll probably go on a cruise before the end of the year. So for me, it's not the worst thing in the world. And I don't have to worry about buying tickets to Rocklahoma next year. I don't have to worry about buying tickets for our country festival next year. I've already bought the tickets, and they both got passed till next year. So I don't have to worry about it. I've got all my stuff, and next year I don't have to worry about a thing. Don't have to pay for nothing.
So they've already announced they're just going to honor those tickets?
Yeah, they gave you a choice of refund or next year's ticket.
Next year.
Yeah, now if you get your refund when you buy your tickets next year, if they've gone up in price, you're going to pay that extra. But if you took the pass and gone on to next year, you get
it at that price no matter what.
Yeah, you
that's pretty dope.
Your ticket. So I thought that was a pretty good deal.
Let's call
wow
for alcohol.
Wow, we're already at last call.
Yeah, we're already at last call. Isn't that something?
Yeah, man.
I tell you what, there's a couple of things that we can probably talk about. We have a couple of senators here in Oklahoma that, I don't know what to do with them because they're the same party as we are. But then again, this is another thing that kind of proves that we are more middle of the road than most people think we are.
Very much so.
Because right now, we're not happy with our senators at all. Both Republicans.
No, I'm almost to the point I'll lose sleep over them. So,
Mr. Lankford and Jim Inhofe, Skeletor Lankford, whatever you want to call him. He does.
Yeah, he does resemble him. Yes, he does.
He Mike, by the power of Grayskull. Yeah.
Well, the problem we have here is apparently in this latest stimulus bill that the House, I guess the House pushed it through, or did they? No, it got killed in the House.
Oh, no, it got killed in the Senate.
Is that where it happened?
Yeah. I think so. Or did it miss the House by one vote?
It missed the House by one vote.
Right,
and they said Bernie didn't show up to vote, so they were upset.
It's like, well, that's okay. They don't love me anymore anyways. I don't care. Screw 'em. Communism rules.
There wasn't enough free stuff in there for me to vote.
Nope, not at all.
But so they tried to pass this bill and buried, besides all the other jacked up stuff that was buried in the middle of it, was something that stated that the FBI would now have the power to randomly investigate, search, pull up your browser history and go through with no warrant. They could just do it anytime they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And the two knucklehead Republican senators from Oklahoma were going to vote for, who was it? Are they representatives? They're representatives.
No,
right?
they're senators. They are senators.
So, how did they vote if it got killed in the House?
Well, they were against it. They were going to help push it through.
They were going to push it through.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that?
I don't know.
Who's cool with the FBI being able to do that?
First off, I think somebody when this COVID hit, somebody figured out a way to wind up the House and Senate offices and let it go to where it mixed everything up inside those offices. And now we got Democratic. Yeah, now we got Democratic House people and senators that are voting, for certain things on the right side of the table. And then we got right-sided guys who are voting for the left side of the table. I'm like, what? Do you people not understand where this money comes from? You can't just print $3 trillion and call it good. You have to back that money up with something, just like everything you own. You go to get a big loan, because we have to have a big loan to do this. Well, what do you put up? Well, your house. There's collateral.
Something to back it up.
Yeah. In our case, gold notes.
Something that gives it value.
Yep. And it's going to have to be, they're going to have to, we're $22 trillion in debt. At some point, for about 10 years, one of these generations is just going to have to suck it up and pay off this debt and pay off the taxes.
Crazy is you have the left complaining about this national debt. They're just complaining about it because Trump's in office, but they're complaining about the national debt. And COVID hits, and we instantly can send everybody $1,200. Wait, I thought we were in debt.
Oh, and for everybody who's laid off,
from?
An extra $600 a week.
Yeah, and they're going to send them another $1,200. So we're so in debt, and it's such a big deal. But we just magically made that happen.
Yeah,
I got some questions.
Doesn't work that way. Somebody's going to have to pay it back.
I think it's setting us up for a big failure that's going to really hurt us down the road to recover from.
Oh, it is. Somewhere. Like I said, somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah, somebody. You and I were talking about this on the phone either yesterday or today. There's going to be the people out there that they hear this about the FBI being able to get into your browser history, and they're going to do the whole argument about, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, what do you care?
Right.
It's not about that. It's about my liberties as a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
It's about the Constitution protecting me as a citizen of this country.
You don't have to give anybody your Social Security number.
No.
You know that,
you
right?
Don't. Yeah.
People out there in Radioland, did you guys know that? You don't have to give your